Like I'll say this. So I work with, like I stated earlier, I work with two nonprofit organizations.
Yeah.
One is emerging business leaders, and then the other one is Peace, and it's out here in Columbia, Missouri. And so I didn't. If you would have asked me last year when I set up Period Web Design, would I be setting up websites for, or not even just setting up websites, working with two different nonprofits while running my own business, chasing around my kids, working and doing everything else, I would have looked at you like you was crazy. Because I would have told you. I would have been like, I don't have time for all that. That's what I would have told you. I would have told you I don't have time for all of that. I would have had to give something up. But I'm here now. And I'm like, well, I'm still like, I ain't got no damn time. But
You're doing it though.
I'm doing it and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it because I'm able to be in my bag and use my gift to help better lives for people who want to start businesses or the youth out here in Columbia, Missouri. Like I got kids. I wanna affect change. That is like my biggest thing. You know, I say this. It's just funny because my boy Quintez been boys since middle school,
That
and
name sounds
so
awfully familiar. Uh-huh.
yeah, and so he's more of Killmonger, and I'm more T'Challa. And
Okay.
so, and we joke about it all the time. Because he was like, no, them ships should have made it out of there. But I'm like, nah, man, peace, love, everything else. And so I just say that because it's like, I want to affect change.
Yeah.
But I know I can't do what, and the CEO of Peace, his name is Julian Jackman. I can't do what Julian does. I can't speak the way Trey does.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that because that's not my gift. That's not what I do. But what I can do is I can apply services on their websites. I can set up forms. I can do my part to help better tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just one of those things where it just goes back to those little things, those little accomplishments turn into a big accomplishment. Because just because I'm not front and center and I'm not, the face or whatever the case may be, doesn't mean that what I'm doing is less important than what they do.
Mm-hmm.
My work is just as important as
Absolutely.
what they doing. And
Yeah.
that just goes back. Your little, like you said, those little accomplishments, those stepping stones, a lot of people call them, like this is my stepping stones to greatness. But you want to look back and be like, dang, like I did this. Like I
Yeah.
started the podcast. I started the podcast here, and now I don't know what the future holds for you. But
I
you
was
been
on
putting
my
like I got
phone.
hugely on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the sky's the limit,
Yeah.
but it starts with you doing little steps to reach your end goal.
Absolutely. Real shit. Real shit. When I started this podcast, it was two of us. And it was two of us because I didn't even have the confidence to be the host.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have no fancy microphones. I had my cell phone and some Apple headphones and an app. And that's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now to be here 2 years, because it's the 2 year anniversary in October. So we going
Okay.
on 2 years from that point. I'm doing it on the computer. I can see y'all when we do it. I got a microphone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a website.
Right.
thinkerversusspeaker.com. You can get on the website and click on the episodes, watch it right there. Connected to all of my social media. You get to know all about us. We got sponsors.
Facts.
Sponsors. Yo. And I was just happy when we started it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Happy when I found the confidence to do the show alone. Because it could have ended when I had to do it on my own. It could have
Right.
ended. But I had to find it in myself to be able to keep going, to find my confidence to be able to put my face out there and be the lead. And I did it because I love it. I did it because I love the conversations. Even without 1 million followers, even without 1 million views, I love the conversations. I can get off of here right now and be happy. I do pre-show interviews that are just as lit as the actual episodes y'all don't even get to see. I have fun. I will stay up till midnight working on these. You know what I'm saying? There'll be nights we texting at 11 talking about the website. So,
Facts.
like, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Just start that thing and just build on it and build on it and build on it. Like if you built a house one plank of wood at a time, eventually you're gonna have a house if you don't stop putting up the planks of wood.
Yep. 100%. No, that it. You're right. Like but like we both stated earlier, it's that mindset of I don't think that this small accomplishment is enough. That is like the biggest kryptonite because we self doubt. And so, like you said, you started 2 years ago. And now, the stuff that you didn't have 2 years ago, 2 years later, you got it. Who's to say 2 years from now, you know what I'm saying? That the stuff that you don't have now that you won't have then.
We're gonna be in the studio, watch.
Facts. Speaking into existence.
We're gonna be in the studio, watch.
But that's the reality. That's the reality. You have to speak what you want into existence. If you want to affect change, then you got to get up and do stuff to affect change. If you want to be better, you have to get up and be better. You ain't got to be better than me. You ain't got to be better than you, but you have to be better.
Be better than
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, literally, just be better. Literally, just be better than you was yesterday. That's it. That's all you got to do. Cause once again, can't nobody outdo you. You the best version of yourself. Like nobody can impersonate you and do a better impersonation of you. You know what I'm saying? Like they just can't. They can try. It'll be a good try, but you're like, nah, you messed it up. See, I go to the left instead of the right. See, that's where you messed.
That's where you messed up.
Yeah, that's where you messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like
you don't even know the routine. You don't even know.
You don't even know, but they see. But people gonna go to thinkerversusspeaker.com. They're gonna be like, why do I keep saying it? Because you need to go to the website. That's why.
You need to go to thinkerversusspeaker.com and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But while you at it, check out perrywebdesign.net right on that sponsor page.
Facts. Definitely gotta go there too. Definitely. But they're gonna see the website. They're like, oh man, Thinker versus Speaker got a website. Oh man. But they don't know. Prior to that, nobody knew that you were sitting on the domain name for 2 years. They just see what you got now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they locked in on. They locked in on this part. Oh, you got videos, you got a website, man. You got a team behind you. You got somebody that build websites. You got somebody that do networking. That's crazy. They ain't looking at what you did to get to this point. They looking at where you at now. Yeah. That's the thing. Everybody always wants to look at the flashy stuff, but you don't want to look at what it took to get to the flashy stuff. Right. Like you literally said, you had a phone and some AirPods. That's it.
They weren't even AirPods. They were wired.
My bad, my bad. Some
No, we
wise
gotta get it right. You gotta get
followers.
it actual factual. Like, okay. I don't
Yeah, but like people don't trip. No, nobody will trip off that. Nobody gonna trip off the fact of the small accomplishments that got you here now. You going on 2 years of this fantastic podcast. People, and then when you have your 2 year celebration and you doing it big, that's what everybody going. That's the next step. Everybody gonna be looking at. Oh man, I want to do a podcast. I want to do this. I want to do that. All right. Well, if you gonna do it, you got to do these small steps to get to this point. You know. And once again, don't let nobody ever shit on your accomplishments. Those small steps that you've taken will lead to to the greatest accomplishment that you got set for yourself. And then once you reach that, you're gonna up and look up and you're gonna be like, now I got an even further goal. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah,
it
people,
literally sound like
y'all gotta make sure y'all go to thinkaboutSpeaker.com and
okay.
look at them past videos and see the progression. Look
No,
at the
for real.
progression. Look at the progression. That's what you need to focus on. Don't just start here. Don't just start here. You need to
Go back to
look at
take me out.
right.
Take me out. Okay. I
Like that's what you need to focus on.
look, I like for real, like and honestly, like, man, just don't be scared. I said this on the episode with Kiera, man. Like you gotta let the love for what you do outweigh the fear every time. Let
Yes,
it outweigh the
100%.
fear. That's what I'm saying. If you don't love what you do, don't do it. But if you love what you do, go all in on it. Go
Yep.
all in on it. Find what you happy about and go all in on it. Nobody said quit your job. Like I said in this same episode, get
Right.
accustomed to the idea of hard work. Because I promise you, if you're looking at your life, you already working hard on something. But you
Yep.
might be working hard on something you don't even enjoy. So
Mm-hmm.
find a thing that you enjoy, go in, and before you know it, it'll be the thing that you can do like for real. And imagine
Yep.
what you can do. It's gonna change your mindset. It's gonna change who you are as a person. It's gonna change your confidence, your character, your everything. You're gonna be accomplishing things that you never even imagined yourself doing, all because you followed your heart and followed
Yep.
what you love.
And you gonna up and look up one day and you just gonna look at your circle. You gonna have resources at the wazoo. You just gonna be looking crazy. You gonna be you just gonna be speechless.
Falling out the air.
Man, you just gonna have a team of people around you that you're gonna be able to just call on if you need something. Like you just don't know who you would like. Success attracts success. If someone thinks that you are doing something to the point where they're like, "Oh man, I need to get a part of that."
Mm-hmm.
If someone feels like they want to come sit at your table, that's how you know you're doing something right.
Look,
It's totally up to you if you want. If you can tell them, and that's the good thing about building your. Once again, it's the best thing about building your own table. You make the rules at your table.
sure do.
If somebody pulls a chair up to your table and they ain't, you know what I'm saying, what they doing, they come in with some negative energy, and you like, oh no, we don't do negative energy over here. It's
Not
only
at this
positive
table.
energy here. You got to get from my table. That's the beauty of having a table, your own table. If someone, I'm telling you, success gravitates towards success. That's what you're gonna bring to you. That's that energy that you're gonna bring to you. That's what y'all gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Only if y'all decide that y'all want to be successful for yourself, not for nobody else. You can do it for someone else because I know I do what I do for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I'm I started my website business for myself
Yep.
because I wanted that feeling of accomplishment of being able to eventually, like you said, eventually I'm trying to get to a point where I'm not working for nobody.
Yep.
I'm boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have people working for me. That's what it is.
That's the goal.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hire some little interns. You
Okay.
know, like,
Can't nobody
what,
tell me no. That's the goal.
for real. Like, I'm straight walking into the building just I'm just acting a fool because I can't. Who gonna tell me I can't? You
Right.
know. And so yeah, no man, it's just crazy. I'm like, man, people so talented. It's nuts. I'll be like, man, why ain't you doing this?